Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's devotional. Um, do you know, in my younger days, I was a big fan of the sport of boxing. I used to follow all the boxers of the day. When I was young, I used to like boxers like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier and George Foreman, um, Spinks, even the Joe Bugners of the world. I was a big boxing fan. I boxed as a kid. I just loved the sport. It was a great sport. It still is a great sport. Don't see so much of it on TV these days. Um, but you know those fighters that went into those 12 round fights, even some 15 round fights in those days, they would train, they would spar for literally hundreds of rounds. Literally hundreds of rounds. Apart from all the gym work they would do, the running they would do, the skipping they would do, everything was based around getting ready for that fight that mattered. So that when the fight that mattered arrived, they were ready, they were fit enough, they were strong enough, they were mentally trained, they were physically trained. Do you know, Jeremiah asks a question of God about why this, why that, why is life so difficult, why is Israel so difficult, why are they a people that have fallen away and just won't listen, etc. And God gave Jeremiah an answer. He said, if you've raced with men on foot and they have worn you out, how can you compete with horses? He goes on to say, if you stumble in safe country, how will you manage in the thickets by the Jordan? You know, in other words, God was saying to Jeremiah, look, I know life is difficult, I know life is tough, but I'm training you for something, so that when the real difficulties do come, when those hard days really do arrive, you are ready for them, because I have trained you to be ready for them. If you've raced with men on foot and they have worn you out, how can you compete with horses? And it's exactly as God says. You know, we are designed, if you like, to be a people who go through difficulties and trials. Peter himself said, you know, do not be surprised at the fiery trial when it comes to test you, almost as though something strange were happening to you. Peter said, this is not strange, this is absolutely normal. You will face trials, you will face difficulties, but I am training you for the fight to come, so that when that fight does come, and we know by revelation that that fight is coming, then we will be ready for it, and we will be fit enough and well trained enough, because we will have fought so many rounds in preparation. Finally, James goes on to say, blessed is the man or woman who remains steadfast under trial, for when they have stood the test, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to you and to me, to all those who love him. Think on, folks. Meditate on the word. God bless you. Keep breathing in and praising out, and I will see you next time.